Are you a romantic, or perhaps you're more loyal and monogamous in your nature? My name is Heather Feather. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is romantic rare bird. I've decided to do a series on what it means to me to be a rare bird, and I want to connect with those rare birds that are like me. We've moved out of the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, in the age of Aquarius. We're going to find many beings that are in trines or quad unions. We're going to find many people that are polyamorous, many people that are in open relationships. And the new norm has come to, in the modern age, to be super non-committal. And bless you, may you find what you seek in that. You know what I mean? Heather's had her moments with it, and there are moments where I go, I was exploring it for a moment earlier this year, and that was just like, no, this is not a match to what I like. Sex without emotional connection, I might as well just be holding a piece of trash in my hand. Like, it just doesn't offer any value to me. And so I explored it for a moment to see, does this offer value? I do love sex. I have a great sex drive. But what I recognize is that no matter how titillating, fun, invigorating, orgasmic a sexual interaction can be, when there's no heart behind it, when there's no mind-to-mind connection and no spirit-to-spirit connection, I'd rather masturbate, frankly. I'm great at that too. So Heather's come to realize, and I didn't, there's no part of me that wants to go through cancer and chemotherapy and having ports put in my chest and potentially having my sternum cut in two with somebody that's just some goof that comes and deals with sexual drive but doesn't actually offer any connectivity in the paradigm. Like, it just doesn't interest me. I'm not willing to do that. I'd rather be alone, and I'd rather meet my own drives. One of the things I found difficult about this realm, and it seems to be escalating at the helm as we move forward in time, is that romance doesn't seem to have as much life on the planet as it used to. I am a romantic. My mom once told me that she used to put little love notes in my dad's lunch. Adorable, Mom. I love you so much. My dad would put little love notes around the house for my mom to find. Are they the cutest humans in all the multiverses? Oh my God, it's so cute. I love it so much. Yes, that's so cute. I can't see it. They loved each other. They loved each other. I knew that my mother loved my father, even though he drowned in the Brazos River when I was 17 months old, and his body was lost, and I never got to really know him because I was nonverbal when he exited. But I knew my mother loved him. She used to say all the time, we would ask, like, are you gonna date? And she'd just say, I'll be with your dad again one day. You know, it's like so cute. And it's sweet to receive such a beautiful tale from a woman that I adore and cherish and try to be more like every day of my life. And Heather Feather's experiences have not been that. For 5 decades on this planet, I have had ample opportunities to explore sex, we can say, but I have not had ample opportunities to go on dates, to be courted, to be respected in mind, body, and spirit, and heart, all at the same time when somebody is engaging with my body. I've had people that I've known for a long time that they engage with my body, engage with someone else's body, engage with my body, engage with someone else's body, and then act as if all of a sudden we're going to come into union. But it's like, I remember the history where I was talking to you about how I'm into monogamy, and I am a very forgiving and overly open being historically, not as much today. And I used to just always do that with you, and we would never talk about it. And now all of a sudden, having no communication, you're behaving as if we're going to come together and spend the rest of our lives together. But there's no awareness or ownership for the way you engaged in relationship with me and the mind I was sharing with you and letting you know in this living tree, I want monogamy, I want loyalty, and you didn't offer it. And now you think that you're what I seek? This doesn't make any sense to me, because I remember what's occurred, you know? When I was a young girl, I had some friends, LaToya, Altavia, Byron. We would all hang out in the apartment complex, and we had this bush we would go under that fit us as young kids, and we would play in there and be silly. One day, I had told LaToya that I had a crush on Byron. I liked him. I liked being with him. I felt affectionate towards him. I was not ready to kiss someone. I was too young to have thoughts about that. But I liked him. Like, I wanted to hold his hand, or I wanted to spend more time with him. I told LaToya, and the next day, under that bush, LaToya was like, kiss him, you like him, you told me you like Byron, kiss him. And I did. I didn't want to. It was forced. I didn't want to kiss him, not because I didn't like him, but I didn't have any considerations around that, and don't ever like being forced into anything, although I have been many times in this life. And so my first kiss was an ugly thing. It was not romantic at all. And it was not what I wanted. And then at the age of 12 or 13, my virginity was taken by somebody that assaulted me. I went to go help my best friend who was trying to get away from her abusive mother. She went to her ex-boyfriend's house, and his brother attempted to assault me. And my best friend came in the room and said, don't listen to her, just do it. And I lost my virginity to someone at the age of 12 or 13. Again, didn't know anything about sex, didn't want to engage in it. So when people talk of their first time, when people talk of their first kiss, Heather only has ugly tales to share. You know, my preference is to not be a part of the conversation. I don't have anything nice to say. And my mom often said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. What I do know is that, you know, I have people, family members, people in the river of my life that have wanted to protect me from that, but they couldn't have. They couldn't have, because my soul needed those experiences to be this woman that I am today. And what I've come to find to be true for me, I've explored open relationships, I've explored polyamory, I've explored different things, just being overly open. And I've come to learn, like, if I don't have physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual connection with a two-legged, because I develop all four of those quadrants of my being, and I offer them in relationship. I offer my mind, I offer my heart, I offer the spirit of my love, I offer my body, and I don't take it or use it as a means to punish people or do any of that weird stuff that humans do. But I don't want 25, many beings. I would say pretty much most of the beings that have offered me their body in this life have not offered me their heart and have not offered me their spirit. Some haven't even offered me their minds. They don't offer communication. They don't offer clarification. They're not being clear. You know, I am a romantic. I want to share love notes. I want to dream of holding the hand of the beloved under the moonlight. I want to be courted. I've been on 10 to maybe 20 dates. I'm 50 years old. And I have engaged with many two-leggeds, we could say. And so I've almost never been courted or been on dates. And I've articulated and told people, like, I'm a romantic, or I'm monogamous, or I'm super loyal. But even that being true, that doesn't necessarily mean just because I start dating someone that I want to marry you and spend the rest of my life with you. I have found it and continue to find it very irritating that a lot of males, in my experience, assume because I say I'm monogamous that I'm trying to lock something down with you. Get over yourself. I don't know if your mind, heart, and spirit are as interesting as your body. I don't even know if your body's that interesting until we engage with one another. You know what I mean? What I do know is that if I engage with someone sexually, I will not be engaging with anyone else. I will not be flirting with anyone else. There's certain names I will only call you. I will not call anyone else. I will not be thinking of anyone else when it comes to sexual energy. I will not entertain anyone else. An Adonis could walk in the building, and if I'm dating someone, they don't garner any of my attention. All of my thoughts, all of my awareness is with a lover if I have a lover. And that's such a rare thing. Are you like that? It's such a rare thing to be a romantic, to truly choose to come into union to see what can transpire. If you are a rare bird like that, I want to invite and invoke for you to join in community this summer. We have a Lionsgate portal class that I've created, which is a 5-week class for 1 hour every Monday night in August from 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. It's only $55.50. But in the 4th week, so that week will be $11.10. That's how much each week costs. We will be exploring passion, sexuality, creativity, fun. We will be considering our relationship to the nature of what it is. Do we want romance? Do we talk about it? Are we clear? Are we being clear with our partner if we have one? You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube, and you can go to rarebirdmedicine.com and click on Book Online to join us for Lionsgate Portal. I'm Moon.